Hey guys, Eric Sue here. Welcome back to another episode of Healthy Living with Eric Sue. This is a really informative one and one that I think you guys will use, and so stay tuned.
So the big mystery is this: how do average Joes and Janes who did not cheat and hire personal trainers and chefs, who want to live fit and healthy, how do we achieve our health and fitness goals and live our healthiest life, yet still have plenty of time to enjoy it? That's the million-dollar question, and this podcast will give you the answer. My name is Eric Sue, and welcome to Healthy Living with Eric Sue Radio. Hey guys, sometimes there's a time when our own efforts to get in shape are not working anymore. It's frustrating and it hurts you mentally. In turn, this gets you to believe that the situation is never going to get better. Well, there is a solution, and you might be wondering what it is. So I've created a community that offers the following: pre-done video workouts, a fitness education library, nutrition plans, access to people looking for similar health changes, access to me once a week, and much, much more. It's called Goality Makers Lifestyle, and it's available to you right now. It's a game changer, and you can try it out for 7 days free. Then decide if this community is right for you and your fitness goals. Just visit www.goality.com/lifestyle to join or to learn more. Again, your frustration will continue unless you decide to make a change. Your solution is right at your fingertips. It's at www.goality.com/lifestyle. See you there soon.
All right, you guys. So today's episode is going to be about my top 8 healthy recipes that I use and I know you guys will enjoy as well. So a lot of times I get asked, what do I eat and what's healthy for working out, what's healthy overall, and I wanted to put this episode together to share with you what I feel are 8 healthy recipes that you can use. They include in the drinks, so I'm going to be covering drinks, I'm going to be covering snacks, I'm going to be covering soups, I'm going to be covering dressings for salads, and so this is going to be a really good one. So for those who are listening on iTunes, don't worry, you can always follow this on YouTube. I'll put the link in the post so you guys can watch the episode, and I also have a free download that you guys can get about what I'm talking about, and so I'll put that link in the post as well. And if this is your first time watching this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you guys can get more of this. Go ahead and share it as well if you really enjoy it, and leave me a feedback, comments, and ratings. Really appreciate that as well. Okay, so I wanted to talk about these recipes because, like I said, I get asked a lot, and many of these recipes you may not have realized are very, very healthy. Okay, and I've always look at like the ingredients on products at the supermarket, and I'm like, man, I can make it with less sodium, I can make it with less fat, less sugar, without preservatives, right? And that's what makes all of these very healthy. Okay, and consider these points when I start listing out my top 8 healthy recipes. All right, the first category I want to talk about are drinks, and specifically smoothies. Now, we've all heard about smoothies, and you may have gone and got something from Jamba Juice, or you may have gotten something from Starbucks, or even Dunkin' Donuts. And so what I really want to talk about is how to make a smoothie that is your own, that's healthy and tasty at the same time. Okay, so let me go just quickly for all of these. By the way, I just want to highlight some of the things, ingredients, and so forth that I put into my smoothie, and then maybe you can alter to make it your own. Okay, so let me talk about drinks first and smoothies. Okay, now I don't know if you can see that light color. Change it to red. Okay, I think you guys can see that. Awesome. Okay, so smoothies. Now, Smoothies come in all shapes and sizes, ingredients, and these are the basic things that I think all smoothies should have. Okay, so number one, a liquid, and I usually use almond milk. You could use coconut. And water as well. Okay, and so all three will be awesome to use, right? They're fresh, they're clean, they are healthy, all at the same time. And then the next one I usually have is some type of fruit. Okay, and I get that some of you guys may not want to add fruit because of the sugars and so forth, but just maybe add a little bit for just a little flavor is fine. Okay, so you decide how much fruit you want to put into your smoothie. Okay, and then I usually put a banana. Fruit, by the way, could be strawberries or blueberries. And pretty much anything that you have in the store, right? And then I usually put a banana. And the banana itself is going to act as a way to make the liquid more thick and creamy, okay? And you don't have to put the whole banana. You can put some banana. I really like enjoying the frozen banana in my shakes, so I usually put a banana. And then obviously there's going to be some type of protein powder. So I usually use a plant-based powder. Usually is the best, clean, and healthiest version. I know a lot of people are into whey and so forth. Now let me suggest that the protein that you use should be for a good purpose, right? I'm against, or not against, but I prefer not to use animal-based proteins like whey. It's just for the fact that I think it's more plant, or I should say, I usually prefer using a plant-based than a protein animal-based, only because I want to stay plant-free. Okay, so consider that for yourself. Now, putting all these ingredients together, and in the handout that I have for free that you guys can download, I'll put the link again in the post. You can see all the quantities of each of these ingredients to make the smoothie for yourself, okay? And so that's the first thing I want to talk about is making a drink. And this could be a post-workout drink. This is a good pre-workout drink. This could be a snack during the day. And then one other thing that you could put into this is a vegetable. Some type of green leafy vegetable would be awesome. So that you can put that in and make it even more nutritious for yourself. Okay, so but these would be the main ingredients I would put in. I've suggested in the past also, just real quick here, some avocado. You could also put papaya in it. You could different fruits if you want. Mangoes, I love mangoes. Frozen fruits are really good too, just to make it more frothy and creamy. And so these are the standard things that I would put into my drink smoothie. Okay, so that's the first category. Okay, all right, let's move on and let's talk about snacks. Okay, and I know that for a lot of people, snacks can be chips, snacks can be nuts, snacks can be a variety of things actually. Hopefully they're not high in sugar, right? These snacks, and that they are healthy at the same time. I usually suggest nuts, right? But recently I've been experimenting with dates and making protein bars. It was kind of inspiring to me to see some of these bars on the market, and they only have like 3 ingredients. I forget the exact company that makes these bars using dates as the main ingredient, but I've been experimenting and created my own date bar myself. Okay, so let's go put number 2 in here so I can move on. So these are snacks, and so one would be a protein bar. Okay, and using dates, like I said, nuts, oats. Okay, and those are the 3 ingredients I usually put into my date or protein bars, and also I'll mix in some protein into these bars to make it even more tasty. Okay, and so in my handout, I go through the exact way how I make these bars, and even pictures as to what they should look like. Okay, now what's really cool about these bars is that you'll see in the handout that I actually covered them with 90% cocoa chocolate to make it even more delicious and healthy at the same time, right? We all need some dark chocolate, okay? Anyhow, so I put in protein powder, oats, nuts, and dates, and put it in a blender and mix it up, and it becomes this really cool paste with great ingredients, really tasty. And I think when you try it for yourself, you'll be amazed, and you'll always want to create these for yourself. We probably make them at least twice a month, and each time I make a batch, there's approximately 20 to 30 bars somewhere in there that is produced. So it's great for a little pick-me-up snack during the day. It's great for kids. It's just great, right? And you'll see when you see the handout and the pictures and everything. Okay, so snacks, protein bars, and then you could also make something called protein energy balls, right? So, and these are energy balls. Okay, energy balls. And there's another recipe in this handout that's really simple. It's basically, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 ingredients. Again, it's kind of very similar. You got, let's see, peanut butter in these. Okay. You also have honey, really good binding agent. Oats. And then if you want D, you got your protein powder again. Now, you might be wondering, what's with the protein powder? Well, as you probably have guessed, or you've probably seen on the market, a lot of these bars out there, some of them have protein in it, but a lot of them do not have protein in it, right? And so I've kind of kicked it up a notch to make my own, so I'll put protein powder in there. And I do have one that I do recommend, and it's in the handout, so you can check that out as well. Okay, so energy balls, it's really easy to make. You mix it up together and you form balls, and boom, you got energy balls as well. I'll have pictures in there for you as well. Okay, so let me move on here. So we're taking care of the smoothie drinks. Okay, so that's one. And then snacks, that's number 2. And so let's move on to dressings. Okay, so number 3 area is dressings. Okay, and specifically dressings for salads, right? Now, how many of us are eating salads every day? Hopefully everyone, right? We need our, 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. And one of the big reasons why I find that, even for myself, not eating enough salads is A, having the salad, and then B, not having a dressing that really makes the salad or the vegetable taste good, right? And so I've noticed that a lot of the dressings that are on the market have a lot of sugar, and sugar is, something that adds up if you eat it every day, right? And so I figured out that we could make a vinaigrette and not put extra sugar in it, and so it's really, really healthy. Okay, so the one dressing I recommend in there is a raspberry vinaigrette. Okay, now we made this a few months ago, and it was so good that we've been making it ever since, actually. And I don't know about you, but there's something about the tangy flavor, the sweetness to it, that you'll see why there is some sweetness to it. And the ingredients include, okay, we got water, we've got apple cider, we've got honey. We've got some salt. We've got some basil leaves. What else we got? Of course, the raspberries. And then olive oil. Okay, now when you make this right here, you'll notice there's not extra sugar in it, and you got some really tasty ingredients in it. And when you make it, it turns into this really creamy, like I said, tangy, raspberry flavored tasting vinaigrette. And you put it over your salad, and boom, you've got an amazing, believe me, amazing salad dressing that you can use. Just bring a little bit on there, and you got a pack full of flavor. Trust me, okay? And so you got the ingredients in there, how to put it all together, how to drizzle the oil in there and blend it up. Probably takes me at least 15 minutes total once I have all the ingredients and everything, put it together. 15 minutes max to put this together, and I think it produces 2 cups. So it's really, really tasty. It saves you money perhaps, so that it's a really great dressing to use for your salads. And so there you go. So that's number 3. Okay, and then the last area here is soups. Okay, all right, soups. How many of you guys are really, really into soups? Maybe because when I'm making this is the winter time and soups are great, but even soups are really good throughout the year. And if you have a slow cooker, even better. So I have, let's see here, one that uses a slow cooker, crock pot slow cooker, and I got 2 other ones that we really, really enjoy as well. So the soups, so number 4 are soups. Okay, now if you ever went to the supermarket, which you have, and you are looking at soups, you probably have noticed that these soups have a lot of high sodium in it. Okay, so once you start making your own and creating your own soups, you'll immediately reduce the amount of sodium in your soup, and you probably can increase the amount of flavor based on how you like it, and you're probably cutting down on, you know, the preservatives that are in the can and so forth. And you know, it's going to be super healthy because you know what's going into it. All right, so the first soup that we really enjoy is potato soup. As you can probably guess, there's really not a lot of ingredients that goes into it. So you've got your onions, you've got your celery, you've got your let's see, potatoes, can't forget those, and you got your, let's see here, oil, and then you got your chicken broth. Okay, and so that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you put this into the pot. You boil it up, and you use your hand immersion hand tool to make it creamy, and boom, voila, you have potato soup. And you can control how much salt, you can control how much seasoning you put into this, and it's amazing. Okay, and so that's one of them. All right, the second one is the butternut squash. Okay, all right, so butternut squash is a really, really tasty, and this one is made with curry, so it has a little spice to it, and not too much, okay? There's a little bit more ingredients in here, but let's just say that the main ingredient here is the butternut squash. Okay. Cool. And then you have onion, you have sweet curry powder. You could always, if you don't find the sweet, we had a hard time finding the sweet, you could use the mild curry. Okay, and then you have apple. It's really cool. Okay, and then you got vegetable and chicken stock. Okay, so basically 6 items right there, 6 ingredients, and boom, you've got a very flavorful, you've got a soup that lasts, it's hearty, it's really awesome to have. It's a seasonal one, so perhaps in the fall, coming up in about 8 months, 9 months, something like that, you can use it then, but know that this exists, okay? And then the last one here, I'm just going to squeeze it down in here. Number 3, I'm going to say it is the black bean soup. Okay, this one has a little bit more involved, but let's just say it's so worth it, right? So you've got garlic, you've got onions, you got celery, you got carrots, you've got black beans, you've got garbanzo beans, you've got we put in tomato sauce and tomato paste. We also put in cumin and oregano. We got water and vegetable broth. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. All right, again, like I said, I have the handout that you guys can get for free to just get all of this down, and you could follow the recipes that I have, and you can make these on your own. Now, this black bean soup, we put it in the crock pot, slow cooker for 6 to 8 hours on high, and bam, this is something that you could set and forget and have it for a great dinner as well. We really enjoyed it when we made it the first time, and we made it many times after that, and it's been really, really great. Easy to make, like I said. Now, I bring these up again just to remind you guys that the big reason for having these around is so that you can go to them whenever you are looking to go on a health, if you will, eating pattern, right? And so you got the smoothies, you've got the snacks, you've got the dressings, and then now you have these soups, right? And so, these things are going to be around so that if you're ever in need of some type of healthy eating, this is for you. Now, how often you do it, up to you. We probably do the soups, every month, one soup. With the dressing, we probably make it every month as well. Let's see here, the protein bars, we probably make it every month as well. And when you are shopping now, the next time you go out, you guys can find the ingredients from this list, and you guys can make it, okay? And so that's the big point. All right? Okay, so hope you guys are doing well. If you really like this, you guys, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, rate and review this episode, and leave me some feedback. I really appreciate this. And until next time, stay active and be safe.
Bam! Hey, thanks for listening to my podcast. Are you overwhelmed and frustrated with your fitness journey? If you are, I get it. There's so much information out there and it can be confusing. It's a terrible feeling, and I want to fix it for you right now. Yep, it starts with my educational library containing my best trainings. The best part is that it's free to join. You get my training secrets, special workshops, and cooking recipe books. Valued over $2,000 at this time, with ongoing updates in the future, there is no other time to join than now. Visit www.goality.com/raw to sign up today. You'll be glad you did. Hey, remember to subscribe and leave feedback for me. Did you know you can find me on Instagram or Twitter at Eric W. Sue Trainer? I have unique content there, and it would be cool to connect with you there. Finally, share or tag this episode with your friends. Sharing is caring. Okay, catch you on the next episode.